Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amarachi, and I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone is having a good December, good Wednesday, and let's get into our video. So today we're going to be talking about the latest episode of the Real Housewives of, I was about to say Potomac, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, episode 5. Let's get into the review. All right. So I'm just looking at my notes here. Side note, before we even get started, so Karen Huger had her trial date today, and she was found guilty, and apparently, she's looking at facing up to 2 years of jail time. So, but they said that her, what is it called? Her sentencing will be, it will happen next month around January 29th. So I'm curious to see what kind of consequences she's going to they will assign to her. So so we'll just have to wait till January 29th to find out. But let's get back into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So the ladies are back from Oceanside, and they're all talking to their friends about their take on what happened, especially like the last dinner and also while on the sprinter. So Kyle and Sutton go over to Jennifer's Tilly's place. Side note, these Beverly Hills ladies, they got money. Like, now I see why Heather Dubrow Heather Dubrow from OC is not trying to come to this side because we know, like, on OC, Heather Dubrow is like the housewife that has like the most money and influence. So that's why she talks to those ladies on that franchise any sort of way that she wants, and that's why they all like bow down to her, because like they're like afraid to like go toe to toe with her. Whereas in Beverly Hills, a few episodes ago we found out that, what's her name? We found out Bozema has like 2 homes in California. And now this episode we found out that Jennifer Tilly has like 5 homes. And then I'm pretty sure Sutton has like, I don't know how many Sutton has. Garcelle is, so we have Bozema, she's rich, wealthy, and influential. Jennifer Tilly, rich and influential. Sutton, rich and influential. Garcelle is also up there. Garcelle is also that girl. What is it called? And then Kyle also has money, and she also has a sister, Kathy Hilton, that is rich and influential. I mean, Erica and Dorit, I don't know, but I don't know what their money, I don't know what their pockets are looking like. But I was like, this is why Heather Dubrow doesn't want to come to this franchise. Because if she comes over to Beverly Hills, she's not going to be the richest housewife on the show. Like, she has all these other women on there. So I feel like Heather, and she won't be, and the thing is, she won't be able to talk to these ladies anyhow. Because that's damn sure not Erica. Damn sure not Bozema. Damn sure not Sutton. So these ladies are going to give her a run for her money. That's why she wants to stay in OC, where the ladies are bowing down to her. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back into our review. All right, so the ladies, like I was saying earlier, Kyle and Sutton go over to Jennifer Tilly's house. We find out that she has 5 homes, and she considers this her playhouse, is where she throws parties. And when they pan into the house, we see a doll of Tiffany from Chucky, just like sitting on the chair, just chilling. Porcelain dolls creep me out. I remember when I was younger, one of our family member, his mom, makes porcelain dolls. So they had like porcelain dolls scattered all over their house. They would like put them up on shelves and stuff like that. That creeped me out. Porcelain dolls creep me out. So they come over, they're talking, and they're trying to like get to the root of what happened, especially on the sprinter. Sutton is trying to tell her side. And as Jennifer Tilly and Sutton and Kyle are talking, we see Erica. They pan over to Erica. Erica's going over to Dorit's house. And her and Dorit are talking. And Erica kind of like tries to call out Sutton and saying that why would Sutton call her out like that? So I feel like on last week's episode, Sutton was trying to call out Erica, but then Dorit totally missed it, and then like her and Sutton started arguing. What I believe happened was, based on, because I've looked at that scene multiple times. So what happened was, while they were at the dinner table, and Garcelle brought up that whole, why did you reshare a post that Teddy made if you say you and Teddy are not friends? And then what was it? And then Dorit said, I never said me and Teddy are not friends. I said me and Teddy are not close friends. Then Erica whispered to Kyle, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. Insinuating that Dorit is lying, that Dorit said that her and Teddy are not friends. So when Erica whispered that to Kyle, Sutton heard it. So when they were in the sprinter, Sutton was like, let's stop talking behind each other's back. Like, let's all say what we have to say. Let's be open and honest with each other. So Sutton was trying to bring it up. But the way she was trying to bring it up, I feel like it confused Dorit. Dorit didn't know where she was trying to go. So at Dorit's house, Erica brings it up and was just like, yeah, I said like, when you were talking, I said that, yeah, you were lying. Like, that's not what you said. Like, implying that Dorit was lying, and Dorit said that her and Teddy weren't friends. And Dorit was just there like, yeah, you totally said it. I feel like it totally went over Dorit's head that Erica was basically implying that she lied. So Dorit just said, and I'm looking at Dorit's face like, yo, this woman is just saying that you're lying and you're just there, just, yeah. So it's either it went over Dorit's head or Dorit caught it, but she just didn't have any smoke for Erica. Because, I feel like the ladies of Beverly Hills, especially Kyle and Dorit, are kind of scared of Erica. So, I mean, Erica can be a little intimidating because you see how she talks to Sutton sometimes. Like, I don't know, but I feel like they're kind of a little bit intimidated by her. Why? I don't know. But I was just like, Dorit, I don't know. Is that either it went over her head or she just decided to, you know what? This is not the fight that I want to pick with Erica. So Sutton and Avi go over to Garcelle's place. Garcelle has a property and she just renovated it, so she wants to. I think she's taking some things over there. So Avi and Sutton help her out. They get there. Sutton and Garcelle go up to like I think it's like the deck and they're talking, and Garcelle tells Sutton that Kyle told her that PK reaches out to her and that she thinks is weird. No, I'm sorry. No, this is not the scene. I'm jumping ahead, y'all. Y'all forgive me. I'm jumping ahead. No. So Garcelle and Sutton are talking, and Garcelle says that she feels that the robbery that Dorit experienced in the previous season, someone had a hand in it. She didn't mention any names. She just said someone had a hand in it. And she believes that Dorit was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm just like, Garcelle, like, before, I don't want another Toya and Neela from Married to Medicine. I don't want another, like, if you guys don't have proof of what you're saying, don't say it at all. Don't even put that out there unless you have irrefutable proof of what you're saying. Like Heather said, receipts, timeline. Like, we need all of that. Like, you can't just be like making statements like that and then just like expect, like, who, like, come on, Garcelle, like, you're better than this. Like, and Sutton was just like, oh, like, sorry, I had nothing to say about that. I was just like, come on now, like, we need to have proof before we start making these kind of like statements on, especially on national TV. Like, who are you trying to accuse? Are you saying it was somebody in the group? Are you saying it's somebody that Dorit is close to? Like, who? Child, that scene, I wasn't feeling it. Erica is talking to her therapist and telling her therapist about how Sutton triggers her, the way Sutton talks to her. I was like, Erica talks to Sutton in a disrespectful manner also. And then she mentions to her therapist that Kyle is going through a separation and possibly going through a divorce, and Sutton threw like a pizza party for her, like when the ladies all went over to Kyle's house. Had like a pizza party, slumber party type of shenanigans for her. And Erica said, well, nobody threw me a pizza party. I'm looking like, Erica, like, your situation and Kyle's situation is so different. Your divorce was messy and you did not help matters much. Your husband was accused of, well, allegedly stealing victims' money to fund his lifestyle and your lifestyle. There was allegedly an earring that he bought you that he allegedly used victims' money to buy. And you kept those earrings. You were standing 10 toes down that you were not going to get rid of those earrings. And people were literally telling you, like, show some type of remorse. It's like you felt nothing for the victims. So why should the wives, like, coddle you? why would they throw you a pizza party? Like, why would, like, Erica, and then even like the therapist told her, the therapist was like, yeah, well, you weren't helping matters either. Like, you were also wearing those earrings. Your divorce was messy. Like, it's not, your divorce was not like Kyle and Mauricio. Mauricio is not being accused of like doing any committing any heinous crimes. Like, so Erica, come on now, get a grip. So we, hold on guys, let me look at my notes real quick. So we get to, what's it called? Kyle's denim and diamonds party. And she's getting dressed. The ladies are all getting dressed, trying to do their hair and makeup and blah, blah. So Camille comes over. Camille, crap, I forgot her last name. But she used to be she was on the show, and she was actually like one of the OGs. Yeah, when the show first started, she was actually one of the OGs. So Camille comes over. She's one of like the housewives to arrive. And her and Kyle are talking, and Kyle is telling her, this is my first time. This is the first party that I'm throwing without Mauricio, and it feels weird. And Camille is like, I can definitely understand. And then Kyle is talking about like how Mauricio is like at his like bachelor pad, no worries. He doesn't have to take care of anything. And Camille is like, yeah, like, you know, there's no responsibilities. Basically trying to like, you know, empathize with Kyle, like I see, like I know what you're going through. Like I've been through this. And then Kyle sees that as an opportunity to throw shade, saying, in her confessionals, oh, I think Dorit is projecting because my situation is definitely not like her situation. Basically trying to say like her situation is better than Camille. I'm like, Kyle, it's like anytime somebody brings up Kyle's divorce or says anything about Mauricio, she has like a knee-jerk reaction to like throw shade. I feel like at this point, like the ladies on the show, if Kyle brings up her divorce or brings up Mauricio or brings up her separation, just pay her dust, just crickets. Nobody should say anything. It's like as long as somebody says something, Kyle has like some type of shade to throw. It's like, girl, like she was only trying to like sympathize because she's been through this. Like her divorce with her husband was public because her husband was like a public figure, and like he like, come on, Kyle, like stop throwing shade. Ugh, Kyle's annoying me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Kyle's annoying me. So, we get so Bozema and Dorit and Erica, they're talking at the party, and Bozema brings up what happened on the sprinter, and what's it called? And Dorit was talking about like, you know, how Sutton was like yelling, and you know, and Dorit doesn't appreciate that. And then Bozema was like, well, you know what? Let's not talk. Let's get the group together before we have this discussion, because apparently on the sprinter, Garcelle confronted Bozema and Dorit about having like a side conversation during the lunch at the beach when Dorit was telling Bozema, giving her updates on her and PK's separation. I said, Garcelle, why are you so pressed to learn Dorit's personal details? You don't like Dorit. If I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna be going out of my way to try and find out like what's going on in your life. It's just giving like, I just want to know. I just want to know you. I just want to know your tea. Like, Garcelle, why do you care? Like, leave it alone. And then prior to that, Garcelle decides to tell. So Garcelle decides to tell Sutton that about the conversation that her and Kyle had when they were on the yacht in Oceanside, saying that, you know, she wants to get to know Kyle. She wants to have a deeper relationship with Kyle, this, that, and third. I'm like, Garcelle, why? Like, okay, if I don't know. I'm still trying to, I don't know. Maybe it's because Garcelle sees Kyle as an OG, so she feels like she needs to, like, you know, hold on to Kyle. But why do you want to get to know Kyle on a deeper level? Kyle disrespected your son. Erica disrespected your son, but you forgave them, but you still, like, you know, putting your feet on Dorit's neck. You should have the same energy for all three of them. So, and then she says that when they were talking, Kyle revealed to her that PK still reaches out to her. And Garcelle says that she finds that to be weird. And Sutton says that Dorit knows that PK reaches out to Kyle. And then Garcelle was like, whoa, As even though me and you were friends, if my ex-husband was reaching out to you, Sutton, I would have an issue with that. And like since all four of since PK, Mauricio, Dorit, and Kyle were all friends, now that the dynamics have changed, Kyle and PK should not be reaching out to one another. And so to a certain extent I agree with that, because it's like, what are you and PK talking about? Like, why are you guys reaching out to each other? I can understand if he says, "Hey Kyle, I heard about you and Mauricio. I'm sorry to hear about that." And then Kyle says she reached out to PK when she heard about the separation. That should be the end of it. You guys sending each other memes and stuff. Why? What is the point? What is the purpose? Why? Like, I don't get it. But so um okay, what was I? So the ladies are now sitting together, and they bring up what transpired in the sprinter, and Sutton basically saying that this is a sisterhood. We need to. What I was trying to say was, this is a sisterhood. We need to be open and honest. We should be able to speak our feelings, have disagreements, but still know that we're all friends. And then Erica said, "Okay, Sutton, that's all good and true, but I feel like you're the wrong messenger, that you're volatile." So Jennifer Tilly, in her confessionals, she basically agrees with Erica that Sutton is volatile. She said that that's like Erica calling Sutton volatile. That's not a compliment. That's more of like an accurate description of how Sutton is. I say, damn, okay. So she calls Sutton volatile, and then Dorit decides to chime in, saying that, Sutton, the way that you talk to people, you shouldn't really be the person, like, gung ho about sisterhood because of, like, things that you do. And then Sutton's voice starts going up, and then Dorit is like, whoa, 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 like, watch who you talking to, like, why is your voice going up? And then Sutton decides to become condescending, like, oh, well, I'm gonna talk to you like this, blah, blah, blah. And then Dorit is like, why are you doing all of that? And that's one thing, like, if why that's one like why are you why that is also true, because if you watch in the previous episode when they were in the sprinter, Dorit was accusing Sutton of her voice going up. And that was actually, I missed it the first time, but that was actually true. It's like Sutton tends to like get loud when she feels like people are speaking over her, or when she feels like she's not being heard, like she's being misunderstood. And but like in the heat of the moment, if you and somebody are having a conversation, even if you feel like you're being misunderstood or the person is not hearing you, raising your voice is not gonna make them hear you. It's just gonna make them become defensive and be like, yo, like, who are you talking to? Like, take that bass out your voice. So that's basically what was going on. And then Dorit and Sutton are going back and forth. And then Sutton goes, you're not mad at me. You're mad at your life. You're mad at what is going on in your life. And then you see Garcelle like just like giving like all the whoa, whoa. And then so Sutton basically tells Dorit, like, I'm not the one that you're mad at. You're just mad about your life, about what you're going through. And then everybody's saying like, whoa, 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 Sutton, you're taking it too far. You're taking it too far. In my opinion, I don't think Sutton took it too far. I feel like that's what it was. Like, Dorit is angry about where her life is right now. She's angry that her marriage possibly might not work out. She's angry at the fact that she's possibly could get a divorce. She's angry at the fact that her children possibly will not grow up in a two-parent household. There's a lot of like factors that goes into her separation or divorce with her husband. So yes, she's angry about that. And Dorit confirmed it. She was like, yes, you're right, I am angry. But then Dorit was like, but I feel like you've been waiting all this while to say that to me. And then Bozema comes in and she tells Sutton, why are you weaponizing Dorit's situation? And Sutton is like, who weaponized it? And then Bozema says, well, you just said that Sutton is not mad at you. That Sutton, you just said that Dorit, I'm not the one you're mad at. You're mad at your situation. So Bozema said like she just like took Dorit's situation, it's like a knife, and then she just like stabbed Dorit in it, and then she twisted it. In my opinion, I don't think that's what something was trying to say. Something was just trying to tell Dorit, like, don't take out your anger out on. I mean, it's like it's I don't know. You ever get like in a argument with like a friend and you know they're going through something, and then they're like keep coming at you, keep coming at you, keep coming at you, and then after a while you're like, look, I'm not the one you're mad at. Go and deal with the source of your issue and stop coming at me. That's kind of, I feel like that's what Sutton was trying to do. I don't think she weaponized it. And then Camille decides to chime in. Camille says, well, a few years ago, my house burnt down and I lost my assistant that was very close and dear to me. And I didn't really get any sympathy or empathy from some women in this group, referring to Dorit. And then Dorit says, oh, that's because you were an effing cunt to me. And then and then Garcelle's like, whoa. I understand a lot of people say that Garcelle doesn't bring anything to the show. I mean, there was like a interview where Erica said that Garcelle needs to bring more to the show. First of all, Garcelle is interesting. And yes, and then most people say that she doesn't have a storyline. But I feel like you don't have to have not everybody has to have a storyline, because not everybody has drama going on in their life. If every season you're coming up with you have a storyline, I'm gonna think, okay, your life is either chaotic, or you just like making shit up just for the show. You don't have to always have a storyline. But as long as you're interesting, you can bring something to the show, then yes, you can be on the show and not have a storyline. Like, so Garcelle is like giving us like all the sound effects like in the background. So and then so there's a flashback to a few seasons ago when Dorit was drunk and she calls Camille a stupid see you next Tuesday. So and then she called Dorit a see you next Tuesday again on tonight's episode. And then Camille confronts her about it. She was like, Camille, I was joking. So that's another thing. Like, no, because I feel like, how many times, you don't insult me when you're joking. Because I feel like they say like under every insult, there's like an element of truth on how that person feels about you. Why are you calling somebody stupid and then later on come and say that you're joking? No, you're not joking. You say it with your full chest. That's how you feel about that person. And I don't remember them being friends. First of all, no friend should be even calling their friend stupid. So Dorit is over there saying, I was joking. And then her confession, she was like, maybe a few years ago, I might have regretted calling Camila see you next Tuesday. But right now, I don't regret it. She said, see you next Tuesday. I'm just like, oh my God. And I was just like, Dorit, there was no reason for you to call that lady a see you next Tuesday. You could have just gotten your point across. And then she started telling Camille, you're looking for a moment. You're looking for a moment. Dorit, you're also looking for a moment. Because allegedly you've been on the chopping block. So this season you decide to use your divorce as a moment. Like, don't think that we've forgotten like all the shitty things you've done and said in the past. Just because we're giving you a little bit of like a wiggle room this season because you're coming after Kyle, who everybody's like, well, I don't know about everybody, who I've been annoyed with for like a few seasons. Just because you're finally like, going toe to toe with her, does not negate all like the BS that you've done in previous seasons. So you're also looking for a moment. And one thing I hate on this Housewives shows is when they accuse each other of like, you just want to be on camera. Like, you're just looking for a moment on the show. Everybody's looking for a moment. Everybody wants to be on this show. Because if you didn't want to be on this show, you would not be on this show. You would have left. So all of you guys are looking for a moment. Because you guys need to shine to stay on the show. So stop accusing each other of doing the same things that you guys are all doing. You guys are just doing it silently. Whether Camille is looking for a moment or not, okay, Camille used to be on the show. She used to be a housewife. Like, what is your point? What is your point, Dorit? But she should not have called that lady to see you next Tuesday. And that was where the episode ended. If I forgot anything, y'all make sure to put it in the comment section. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.